Hi guys, welcome to Ratchet and Sly. Again, we're going to let's play RoboCraft today. It's a sort of game where you build a robot, right? It's an online game, but it's free to play. Yes, you can pay real money for premium if you want to, but you don't have to. And basically what you do is you build a robot with different cubes, like white, right? For those of you who are coming back to the game and haven't played it in a while, and who you know what the game's about, but you haven't played it in a while, they have updated it recently. For example, in the old version you couldn't have multiple loadouts, so you couldn't have plasma, SMG and rail all on the same robot because
no, they wouldn't allow it.
But now you can. But now you can,
which comes in handy because you can switch between each weapon. And so if you're really far back, use your snipers. Quite close range, you might use machine guns. Mid range, use your plasmas, and that come in really handy. Ages ago, each block used to have a different armor rating and stuff, but now you switch to your colours and it just changes the colours of your blocks rather than the armor rating. This is where you create your robot in this big square here. So you place your blocks down, delete them, create whatever you want. We switch to the store here. This is all the blocks you can do it with. So you got your cubes, your edges, your corners. It's got a lot. See the ones you got a new one. They come in a lot really handy. Like these round ones here. They don't say new, but they definitely are.
They're very good for making hatches on tanks, for example.
Yeah, so that comes in handy. And your movements here. You got your wheels, your tank track things that comes in handy with making a tank, obviously.
Yeah, the tank tracks, I call them cats, but because they're caterpillar tracks, but in the game they are called tracks. They are actually very good. I mean, we built a tank earlier with a cat with some cats on. It was very good. You've got your walker legs, like the kind that would be used by an ATST in Star Wars.
You've got your hover blades for just like not planes, but like little hover tanks or something like that. You've got your thrusters. They come in handy to make your thing a lot faster.
Not to mention the fact that they also come in handy if you're making a plane. You use thrusters on your plane if you're making a plane, because you see where it says wing hawk and rudder hawk.
That's what you make your planes with.
That's what you make your planes with. You can actually make a proper plane, so you could make plasma bombers or whatever. I don't doubt you could make a really good rail bomber, because on the old version I tried making a rail plane and I couldn't, because it didn't stay still, because it's a plane. It's hard to aim, so yeah. I couldn't hit a flipping thing.
And these are your weapons. You got each weapon comes in different ranks still, sort of, because the more expensive the better, obviously. So you've got your front-facing laser submachine gun sort of thing. You've got your top laser guns, submachine guns. You've got your plasma cannons, which we mentioned a couple of times. Your rail cannons, and these things are your shields. You can put around whatever robot you build, and it gives you more protection, which will come in handy. And with special, you've got your radar, so that's obviously going to search the enemies on the map, and you've got your radar jammer, so you're going to jam the enemy's radar themselves. And your cosmetic stuff is where premium comes in. You can buy all sorts of crazy stuff, but we're not going to do any of that. And talking of the robot we made earlier, let's show you that right now. Well, I've got 3 robots actually. I've got this tank I made ages ago when I first started playing it, which is quite a good looking one. I've got this crazy dog looking thing. That was pretty much just me messing around, to be honest. And the one we're going to use today, the ratchet railer. Though it's called the ratchet railer anymore, because it's not just railguns, so we're going to change that. What should we call it?
I'll let you decide on that. But yeah, because we didn't realise that you could have multiple kinds of weapons, we put all railguns all over it and called it the ratchet railer. But this is proper amazing. It's got SMGs on it, it's got plasma, and it's got a railgun.
So it's got 3 types of weapons.
Yeah.
Try tank something or other.
Don't call it try anything, because it's the only reason it's got 3 types of weapons is because it looks like what a tank should have. So you could call it tank, something tank, the something tank.
I'm not going to put what I just thought of.
The ratchet tank or something, I don't know.
The ratchet tank will do. There we go. Called the ratchet tank. Yeah, so this is what we're going to be using today. I'm going to show you a bit of gameplay now. Yeah, so back to gameplay. Play a game. You've got.
You notice a gap there. It's because we only got 10 minutes on the software, and he was stopping to make sure we didn't run out of time during the gameplay.
You've got your test robot on your gameplays. You've got your test robot, so you can test your robot without any enemies destroying it. So you can say you got it moving and stuff. Test it out a couple of times. Go back and create, edit a little bit more. Got your single player, practice against AI robots. That's playing a match, but with not other people. Got your team deathmatch, which is your classic mode, just against other people. Team deathmatch. All against all, so basically a free for all. And battle arena. I've never done that one, so I'm not quite sure what it is.
No, I'm not either.
But today we're just going to go for the team deathmatch.
It's talking about there having speedometers, where you can actually put speedometers on your tanks now and on your robots. I put one on mine, and it lied to me. I had cats, and it said I was doing over 100 and odd mile an hour. And I can assure you, the cats don't go that fast. The thing was on a bridge going along what looked to me slowly, and yet it said it was doing 120 mile an hour or 180 mile an hour or something stupid like that. I can't remember how fast. I think it was about 120, but basically it said it was doing. But it was like I was looking, going, "There's no way this thing is doing 120. It's a flipping tank with some cats on it, some tracks."
You can see on here, by the way, the bits that say plus whatever. See, it says there +5 extra for everyone for each premium user in battle. So I've got +60, so because there's about 6, well, however many people at a premium in battle, and the other people have got +160 because they're probably premium. And this is where you go into battle. And now we can change it. We've got the loadout to the bottom there, so we've got the rails, them cannons and the rail cannons. So we've got a choice of what to do now. One thing I might put in this tank later is some thrusters to make it a little bit faster. Even though it's quite fast enough actually.
The point is now that when you got those ones who come up close to you, you can SMG them. But if you're using a rail cannon,
which I'm going to do now, I'm sniping from far away and hopefully get this guy.
I mean, rail cannons take a while to recharge, which is why, you know, sometimes the trick was to put more than one. But
yeah, so you can have multiple things, but
multiple shots with them. But now that you've got plasmas and SMGs that you can put on as well, you can have one rail that you fire, and then plasma range.
These are like have you ever played Halo? You've seen those tanks in Halo, they shoot this sort of thing and it's like from far away. It's like that sort of weapon, and I'm getting destroyed from behind. That sounded very, very wrong.
Well, it looked like somebody's got a plane. So you could
probably use one of them.
That's the best way.
So, yeah.
Also, you used to have to get medics to heal. This time it does it automatically.
Which means you can last a lot longer if you stay away from the enemy. If you go up too close to them. My strategy is to stay away for as long as you can. Because most of the time I end up getting absolutely obliterated. I
mean, we might end up putting more rails on it because the rails are really good, powerful, but like I said, they take a while to recharge.
So at the moment I'm not doing much damage to people, but the guy's got one leg. Hey, I got a kill.
There you go. You got a kill there, and so I said. But the thing is, with the different loadouts now, with the 3 different loadouts he's got, it's more protective. I mean, if you think about a tank, you would have machine guns on it. You would, as well as the main barrel. You wouldn't just have the main barrel. You'd have the machine guns on it and other things to keep.
Also, with
safe.
team deathmatch, it's not all just about killing people. You can go and get to the base, but that's not a good idea because I'm getting destroyed. So try and stay away, and hopefully I'll recover from this monstrosity of destroyment. Switch to my submachine gun here.
Yeah, we definitely may end up putting more
It's working quite well though. To be fair, I'm doing better than I've done in most matches in a while.
Yeah, that's the second kill he's got, and that's what I said, because he's put all 3 loadouts on. I mean, that is awesome, you know.
You can be far away, mid-range, whatever, and you can still make sure you can always hit the enemy. Because before, without the 3 loadouts, if you were far away and you saw an enemy and they had a rail cannon and you didn't, that's it, you're over.
That was the thing, but with this, like I said, it is brilliant because you can put all 3 types on. So be like, well, you know, before you would get rail tanks, you'd get SMG tanks, and you'd get plasma tanks. And although, to be honest with you, most people went plasma, and I think they thought that was the best, and maybe it was, but I could never get on with plasma because I could never aim the dratted things.
We did quite well on the match. Didn't die, got 2 kills, and our team won.
But as you say, we didn't die. We got 2 kills and we won, so that was cool. But the point is now that's pretty amazing. Now, like I said, we may decide. Look, after that, I might decide to put more rails on, maybe, or a couple more rails, maybe, or a couple more SMGs, or maybe a couple more plasma. We'll see. But the point is, it worked well, and it's a good mix. And being able to change between them and decide what fires, that's just brilliant.
When you do win a match, or you lose, you still get the same thing, sort of, but you get more if you win, obviously. You've got your things here. It says how much damage you did, CPU destroyed, so I did 761 damage, how many kills you got, allies healed, so you can still heal people, I'm guessing. Your robot ranking that's overall ranking, says if you're standard or premium, but this is a bit you want to look at. It's how much RP you earn in the match, and RP is what you buy your blocks with and your guns with and all that. Because there were extra premium members there, I got extra RP for them being there, which is always handy. So I will now have I got 39,000. I do have quite a lot of money, but that's because I was an old player, and it's dismantled my old robots and gave me a heck of a lot of money out of it, which I'm very happy about. But yeah, this is being Robot Wars. No, we're not on Robot Wars. This is
RoboCraft. Although it may be based on Robot Wars. I'll tell you something else they've changed as well. Is in the old ones you used to have to put a cockpit in, or you saw this little bloke sat in a chair and you had to put that on every bot because it wouldn't go without it.
Which is a little bit annoying.
It was annoying, and they've removed that. You don't have to put that anymore.
Although it did sort of look cool sometimes, if you had a little cockpit with a guy inside, it would make more sense. But now you don't have to worry about that, and it sort of helps out.
I mean, they called it pilot seat. I think they called it.
Yeah, you put a pilot seat in. Yeah,
and you had to put a pilot seat on every robot you made, and you saw the little pilot there. And like I say, but with this you don't have to anymore. It's more like they're radio controlled, which is kind of makes more sense, and it's brilliant. It really is. Because the thing is, the pilot seat also made for a weakness as well, because if you hit the pilot seat...
Yeah, so yeah, this is like the more updated version of RoboCraft, as we've been saying all the way through it. If you have come from the old one good thing about the new one, you'll get a lot of money, which I realised today. If it dismantles your old robots, no longer useful, you'll get a lot of money out of it, and you can build something. So it's like, the game's becoming a lot more fairer. There's not more tiers anymore. There is levels, but it sort of doesn't matter anymore. You can, especially with this loadout thing, that's really cool. Yeah, this has been RoboCraft, and it's on Steam to free to play. I hope you've enjoyed the video. We've been Ratchet and Sly.
I'm Ratchet, he's Sly.
Hello. I hope you liked the video. If you want to leave a comment, leave a comment. Want to subscribe, subscribe. Check out our other videos. Give it a like. And
yeah, and one last thing that we always say: if you do leave a comment, please don't swear. But other than that, feel free to say what you want, and just don't swear. And if you've enjoyed it, say so. Goodbye.
Goodbye.